Hi everyone. Um, Today is still Wednesday, but I'm going to make this video for Thursday. This is going to be one of those that hopefully won't be tied to a specific day or time, so I won't be uploading anything tomorrow, but this will be the video for tomorrow. And I am going to go ahead and post it to this evening, not tonight, this evening, which might be a little weird, but you know, I just want to make sure it goes through. So anyway, I have no idea where we're going. The energy is very different than the video I made for the collective this morning. Yeah, thankfully, my energy has calmed down a little bit. And I hope your day has been a peaceful one. Okay, so let's just get to it and see what happens. Oh, and it's that time of the day. It's not too late, so I can still have a cup of coffee. And I decided on an older mug that I've had for a long time, but one that I absolutely adore. And it just simply says, give love. Same thing on both sides. It's important to receive, and it's important to always be able to receive. But I think most of us are better at giving than receiving. And so the message here is, oh, this could be part of the theme for the energy read. You don't have to carry the burden alone. You don't have to carry the weight of everything by yourself. And someone needs to hear they didn't do anything wrong in terms of a vulnerability. Okay, so for whatever that means for whomever it resonates with, if you were feeling vulnerable, if you were or are feeling vulnerable, it is what it is. So just take care of yourself, be well, and be happy. Do the best you can to be happy. And remember, we always give love. Just remember to also receive it, even though this says give. But I think it's as important, because how can we continually give and not get anything in return? The well eventually will run dry. Okay, so that's kind of the theme. Well, Mother and Father God, please come into this space. Please come into this session. Please come into this reading. I call to the... I'm hearing something different this time. I'm hearing something new. To the sacred self. Maybe that's another way of calling your higher, something different to call the higher self. I always call it the higher self. Most people do. That little piece of us, of our soul that stays on the other side to help us stay connected to the other side and to the all that is and creator. Sacred self. I'm going to start using that from now on. Thank you, Spirit. I like that much better. Your sacred self. Oh, I see. Thank you. So, in case you didn't notice, yeah, my name's Holly. I'm a psychic medium, and I am an energy reader. I use cards of all types for messages for the collective, because this is a general message. Okay, please understand that. However, this notion of the sacred self instead of calling it the higher self, I really like that. If anyone else has ever heard that used in that way before, please let me know where or how, or just that you have. It's first time for me, so this is very cool. Today, merge with, or whenever you're watching this, just call on your higher self or your sacred self to be with you, to guide you, to influence your words and deeds, or your words and your actions, because that is the part of us that is still connected so tightly with the creator of all things, that we make much better decisions when we come from that place. What I'm hearing is to treat this sacred self as one of your guardians. Yeah. Like a guardian or a guide or a protector. And it's okay to do that. All right, that's interesting. So the homework for today is that you look into your sacred self. Yeah, it's that simple. And if you're not sure how to do that, simply ask. Ask. I need my sacred self, my higher self, to be as a guide, to step in and help me to understand the things that I need to understand, to help me heal emotionally, physically, in whatever way is necessary. You know, I talk a lot, Spirit comes through a lot with, the need for having, there's a reason why we have protection teams. Okay? There is. But just for today, or just for even an hour, just for this moment, let's all consciously send the vibration of love as far out into the world as we can. It does make a difference. It's like saying a prayer for peace. And I hope for that at all levels, from the personal to the global, to the universal. Okay. All right. So, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're going to go straight to the tarot. And, well, actually, we're not going to go straight to the tarot. But when we do, we're going to use the unfolding path because I feel like we need a softer, more gentle energy. And it even, like, when I made the other video, it was so intense and over the top and barely brushed my hair and just started, So, because I've been up a really long time, the energy almost crackled. It was so intense. I could hear it. I could feel it. It was just, it almost took my breath away. But right now, it almost feels like there's a cushioned cocoon around us, some kind of cushioning. It feels very quiet. It feels very still. It feels very, I don't even know if it's peaceful or just quiet. Okay. So we are going to use the Sandra Ann Taylor, the Quantum Oracle, and we are going to, okay, so I had to pull that one off the top. Ooh, I love this card too. It's so nice. You'll see in a minute. Hold on. All right. So we are going to, let's see, is there another? Yes, this one. When I do, I don't see what they are until I flip it over. Nice. And they said that's it. Only two. Okay. Well, that's odd, but usually I like things in threes or, but this is two. So this is what we've got. This is what we're going with. The first one, the Healing Light. Oh, and it's card 8. Oh, interesting. So you have card 8 and then card 1. Of course, 8 is infinity. And 1 is new beginnings. Look at this. It is absolutely... An essential tremor is a real thing. It's a diagnosis. It used to be called benign essential tremor. And I talked about it in the earlier. That's why I sometimes have a slight shake in my hands. Or a little tremor. Imagine that. So I don't know what's funny about it. But whomever thought it was funny, I hope I misunderstood the comment. So, okay. What is jumping out to me the most right now about this? The birds in the background. And instead of seeing them fly away, I see them flying toward this woman holding this massive orb of light. And she's in the clouds. She's standing in the clouds. Yet these birds, I feel like they're flying in. If you choose for them to fly out, That's okay too. That means you're at the end of a situation and you're leaving a bad situation or something that didn't serve your health and wellness. But for me, I just saw that these birds are coming in and they're coming toward that light. They're coming toward that brilliant ball of light that she's holding. And this is a card of healing. So if this is a divine being or an angelic being, she is a light carrier. She is a light being, and she is shedding that light all throughout the world. She is above it in the clouds. And these birds are coming in. Spirit, help me to understand how you want me to word this. What is the message from that? Because it's very significant. And then with the 8, the infinity, the abundance card, it could be abundance in all ways. And in this way, it could be abundance of health. The message is that you are going to be fine. Your belief and your faith in the all that is and in yourself, in your own wellness, is growing stronger every day. I feel like there's also someone that is, or a group of people that will, or is actively cutting cords and ties that are not healthy. And that's another type of healing. So there's physical healing and energetic healing that I feel like is happening with this, okay? And with the birds, as soon as I saw them and I realized, let me get really close. I don't know if you can tell or not where they are. It's kind of, oh, there we go. I think you can tell now. Okay. They're up on the, above her shoulders. Well, anyway, the message that I heard immediately at that point was a message is coming in. So I know there was an offer coming in earlier in the week, but for this, it's different. It's a message. So a message is coming in, and it's a message of peace. Okay, it's a healing message. All right, so that's interesting. All right, the next card, card 1, and it's great achievement. So if this is card number 1, let me make sure. Yep, card number 1. All right, great achievement. With great achievement, with great achievement, be careful because it can also mean isolation. Are you isolating yourself and focusing all of your attention and energy into this great achievement, which is wonderful, but are you sacrificing anything? Because that's what I'm hearing. There is a price to pay. So there are 2 ways to read this. One is in the positive, someone is beginning a new cycle. Someone is beginning a new cycle that will bring great achievement, that will bring a great sense of satisfaction, and it is truly a new cycle. For someone else, to see this as a challenge would be you are pouring yourself and all of your energy into something that is leading to great achievements and recognition, possibly wealth. But what I am hearing is the challenge is at what cost? So basically, for the second group that would apply to with the challenge, find balance. It's that simple. That's the message. Find balance. Or there will be a time. Well, let's put it this way. You don't want any woulda, shoulda, couldas. Okay? You don't want to look back and think, wow, I poured my life into a career path and no one remembers me. No one will be there with my last breath. No one will tell stories about me and the time I did this and the time we did that. And so there is a cost. Oh well. But for the others, who it's a beginning of a cycle for, okay, that was just an awkward configuration of words and not even a sentence, but at any rate, the card is just the positive version of great achievement is just that. You're beginning a new cycle that will lead you to wonderful places, and many doors are about to open. I'm seeing a ton of doors opening and closing. You get to even pick. There are so many that are opening and closing for you. So, and that could be in any area of life, but doors are opening and closing. So make sure it's one that you don't want to go through when it closes. But if you do end up walking through one of those doors and it's not the right one, it might take a little longer. And I feel like that's more on a career path where you get kind of locked in. It might take a little longer, but you can always change your mind. And the suggestion is to actually backtrack, go to the beginning, and then try again with a different road or door or path. Okay. When I pulled this deck up, the Unfolding Path Tarot, I've been getting this message a lot. Just open to the middle of the deck. And so I did, and it's the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups can mean celebration, but it can also mean three people when there shouldn't be three people in a relationship. Unless there's agreement by all, whatever works for you, works for you. I'm not talking about anything like that. You know, you be you. But yeah. But then on the bottom of the deck, there is this, which is the Ten of Swords. And the Devil, that really shady looking character. I do not understand this one. This looks like I have an issue with this Devil. I just do not take this seriously, you know. But still snarky and sneaky. Someone is let's just call it what it is. The Three of Cups, usually for me, I adore that card because it feels like a celebration to me. And it feels like solidarity, celebration, loveliness, wonderful, blah, blah, blah. As soon as I saw it this time, I thought there's an affair. Someone's stepping out. But on the bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords, it's ending. Now, whether you choose to stay in that situation or not, because I don't think you're the third party. You might be, I don't know, but I kind of feel like someone is not treating you the way you need to be treated. And they're trying to make you think it's your fault. It isn't. If someone wants to get out and play around, all right, fine. But don't string you along. So just understand that that is a character trait. I would call it a character flaw, but that's just me. So if you are in that situation, help me out, Spirit. Okay, you will have a choice to make. You will have the option, because that person will want to stay with you and get rid of the side person. But once the pattern has been set, that will be the pattern. So I don't foresee that changing for long. It might in the short term, but not the long term. All right, so that's one message. All right, Unfolding Path. New message. New message. All right, what is the message? What is another message for the collective? What is another message for the collective? Oh, and just real quickly on that last one with the affair. The person who's having the affair, they have not entirely ended it yet. They realize you're about to challenge them on it and confront them, so they are backing away, and they're trying to get their story together and trying to get their story straight. If there is a a briefcase or a car seat. Look, and you have access to that. I'm not telling you to, well, I guess I am kind of telling you to snoop. Now that's if you're married. If you're not married, tread lightly. If the person is in your house and living with you and they leave their briefcase on the table or something, you pop that thing open, see what's in there. I bet you can find something. So, because I'm getting a briefcase for some reason. So it could be anything that like that. A bag, some kind of something. I don't know. Just be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Be careful. All right. I feel like this is for someone who is either living with or married to someone. Okay. But this person is not, they're not going to be faithful for long. So, all right, let's move on. New message, new message, new message. New message for the collective. What is a new message for the collective using the unfolding path? What is a new message for part of the collective using the unfolding path? All right. One on top. One on the bottom. That's what I'm hearing again. And one from the middle. Woo! All right. This is really good news. Oh, this one and this one. So I think it's not going to take as long as I'm thinking. And this is another Three of Cups moment, but a different type. So that must be the energy. Okay, so whatever's going on. Okay, here we go. So this is a whole different spread, a whole different reading. It is not connected to the last one. However, that beginning card, just to that was dictating the vibe of this, the Three of Cups, it is the vibe of this one too, but in a different way. The Empress. I feel like this is the collective that this applies to, and it could be male or female with these energies. It doesn't matter. It's the energy of the card. Switch the genders around however you need. But for the collective watching, I feel like this is the majority of the collective, or the people in the collective that this resonates with. And it is abundance. It is standing in your higher self, in your sacred self. You are connected. And I'm also hearing that you have the ability to, you're very connected to nature, and you have the ability to even not control weather, but influence weather with your emotions. So you influence weather with your emotions. That is a real thing. You are that connected. It is almost like the Mother Nature of Mother Earth. I see those as often two separate things. So now you're just there doing your thing. And then we have the King of Cups. Laid back, easygoing, settled, and confident. Pretty casual. This is a pretty casual king, but a king who is ready and willing to open his, again, change the genders around if you need to, his heart. And then right next to that, we have the King of Pentacles, the King of Coins. You notice how much bigger his chair is, but this guy with the big heart is sitting in a smaller chair, but it makes him look bigger. The King of Pentacles is a solid king. You can't go wrong with the King of Pentacles. This is someone who's grounded, solid, prosperous, top of his field, smart, knows what he's doing. But maybe is not as, doesn't express. It's not that this King of Coins does not know, well, he doesn't have, it's not that he doesn't have any emotions, he just doesn't know how to express them. And then he gets it's just, no. And then he hides behind that persona, and he's hiding almost behind this coin in this instance. And that's a weird king behavior. I don't think this person realizes he's a king. This person, an open book, and an absolutely loving energy. You know what the emotions are with this person. What else? Yet it's not a big toothy dumb smile. It's a grin. It's a grin of knowing, knows more than he's letting on. And, or she, whatever. But it's also a bit wounded, because the crossing of the legs is like, I'm opening my heart, but only to a point. They both have their legs crossed. Meanwhile, so that feels like two people, not, I mean, it does. It feels like, again, that Three of Cups, it feels like two people. But it's in the decision phase, and the one who's deciding to possibly do your own thing is you. This is a regal individual. I love the hair. And as far as the pregnant belly with the Empress, again, it is giving birth to new ideas in this instance. It is giving birth to it's almost like she's giving, it's giving birth as in she is caring for so many people and she doesn't know it. It could be emotionally. I don't know that it's really physically because they're not around her at the moment. I feel like whomever this is someone who takes care of others just by the sheer presence of thinking of them or being around them. And that takes a lot of strength, and it can be a huge burden. So for these two kings, uncross your legs and figure it out. What I mean by that, it's like if somebody sits like this, they're not open to a discussion with you. If they're like this, or hey, how you doing? What's going on? And their arms are in a position not crossed over themselves, they're approachable. Same thing. This is not just a comfortable seating position or sitting position. I feel like there are limitations. But what's going to happen, it's just weird that these two are side by side. Something about that feels odd because I don't feel like you're setting it up. It's not you that's setting up this three-person situation. You don't even, I get the feeling you don't even know. Focus on your life. When you have things aligned in your life, whatever happens with whomever, you will be fine. Goes back to that first message again. You're going to be fine. I want another card. I want to pull another card. Okay, a different deck. No, this one. All right. I want to pull another card, Spirit. So please, I would like just a little clarification. So if this Empress is not aware of what's going on, not really, not fully, and not entirely, this one jumped out. Huh. I think I need another one, please. And I'm going to do this on the regular kind of. So if the Empress is unaware and she's just doing her thing, then what's going on? How is this happening? Oh, my word. There's something, this is big. There's something big brewing. Something big is brewing. And this is why I'm saying that. Empress may just take off. So here's the thing. The first card, Temperance. Now this Temperance card, and I'll show you again. This Temperance card almost looks like the High Priestess to me, and it feels like a High Priestess. But this is Temperance. This is someone who creates balance. And again, this issue of water with the 2 cups, 2 of Cups. It's not the 2 of Cups, but she has 2 cups. I feel like there is some sort of my nasal passages are flaring up. My nose is getting red. Spirit, take over, because I know you want to, and I'm not getting it. So this does not feel like a Temperance card, although it does in terms of the balance and creating balance. But I feel like all of these messages all along are intermingling somehow, even from the other deck. So, this Empress, you in the collective, I think this is the majority. I believe this is for you all. Or I do feel like this is a female, or identifies as a female. Take your pick. She's getting ready to sail her ship. I keep saying, what do I say all the time? You're the pilot of your plane and the captain of your ship. She's getting ready to be the captain of her ship. She will find balance. So if that's you, you will find balance. The second card, when I said I need more clarification, the 3 of Cups. There is information being hidden from you. There is information being hidden from you about the situation with these 2 kings, and I don't like it. Because the next card under here was this old slimy guy again. So, feels like a war between these 2. Has nothing to do with you. At first it felt like it, but it really isn't. It has nothing to do with you. And don't forget that you are an Empress. An Empress wields even more authority and power than a king. So these 2 are over here battling it out. Who knows? Now I'm going to get a different deck, and I'm going to go to the Gilded Tarot. Okay, little mini deck. And I want to know what is going to happen for that Empress. Okay, because you're not getting the whole story, and I know that. So I just looked at my mug. Give love, ask for healing for all, but don't sacrifice your own life. And what I mean by that is you remember who you are, and you take care of yourself. Now, what is Spirit Guides and Guardians? And I call to the sacred selves involved in this, that this reading resonates for. Thank you. The energy changed when I said that. And my ears heightened. Everything went up. Even higher. Yeah. So what is the outcome? No, because you have free will. What is the potential outcome? What is the most likely outcome for this Empress? What is... I'm gonna put my glasses on, y'all. All right. the world. Coming full circle. Coming full circle. And it can also mean coming full circle as in a closure. So I feel like there's going to be closure. I feel like that's what it means. Okay, and then we have Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so something is going to come full circle. There will be closure. You got to remember, we're talking about 3 people here. One or all may feel abandoned or left out. I'm hearing bereft. Okay. The Seven of Wands, standing their ground, but someone is going to stand their ground. What next? Knight of Swords. Yet another bird coming in. And this one I can see the head facing us, so it's distinctly flying in. Someone's not going to take defeat lying down. So they are going to come in quickly. What is that? 8? Yeah, 8 of Wands. So fast action, they're going to come in quickly. And do what? This is all toward that Empress, by the way. To break everything down. And that could be that you finally learn the truth. I feel like there's going to be a truth stated here. And again, we have the King of Pentacles. So it's either the King of Pentacles coming in to state a truth, expose a truth, or with information that you need for closure, or it's going to be all of that about the King of Pentacles or the King of Coins. One way or the other, I got a better feeling about this King of Cups, but King of Coins is coming up again. So he's on the other side of this tower, of this crumbling down or this breakdown, this the exact line I'm hearing is, you are going to receive the gift of knowledge. So secrets will be revealed. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. And then when you are fully armed with all information, that's when your life will begin and the choices you make will become extraordinarily clear. And this time we do have the High Priestess. So you embody not only balance, you embody not only the Empress, you also have the strength, the knowledge, and the wisdom of the High Priestess. And you complete that cycle to become the High Priestess with this last bit of information. I'm seeing a new way to look at this too, because it feels like it could be 3 people and that you don't even know about. 2, or 1 or 2 or both, I don't know. But another way to look at this is that you are moving into the 2 most potent energetic cards in the deck with a feminine energy, which is the Empress and the High Priestess. So maybe this coming full circle, you are going to learn a truth. You are going to gain information that is of a spiritual nature that will open doors, open your eyes, and make you see yourself and the world in an entirely different way. It could also be that. That's going to be for a very small number of people. I think for the majority that this resonates with, it would be more along the lines of 3 distinct individuals. Okay. Well, that was all pretty heavy. Well, good luck with the information and good luck with finding out the truth. I wish you well. Okay, why is there... Okay, I didn't do something right here. Some of these are facing up, some of these are facing down. I think I just completely did a weird shuffle. Okay. Let's do one last card as the dominant message for the collective. Okay? Because I don't want to end on that note. It almost... What you do with the information you receive and the truth that you receive could change everything. But you will end up very empowered by it, one way or the other. You're going to be empowered, and it will help you to make decisions. Yeah. And you're going to be very happy about those decisions, and no one will ever, ever be able to pull wool over your eyes again. Okay? So, I don't know what that's about, but be ready. Do I have a timeline, please? What is the timeline for that? Before the week is out. So, this is, it's technically Wednesday afternoon or evening, actually evening. If this, and this is for Thursday, so by the end of the day, Friday, or no, Saturday. By the end of the day, Saturday, I have a feeling you're going to get the information you need. In whatever way that is, that's all you need. It doesn't have to even be directly from that person, but I feel like you're going to find out some information that you're going to need. Hey, this is the one that came up earlier. Be the real you. And you know what? The real you is that Empress and the High Priestess. Don't forget how powerful you are. And again, same one. Open your heart to love. Same one as this morning. Maybe that some of that chaotic energy was also the understanding that things are about to change radically and very quickly. But now it just feels more settled. You're prepared. You can handle it. And I'm proud of you. People need to hear that. And I am. I am proud of you for the work you do. I am proud of you for getting up every morning and showing up in your life. Good for you. Okay, and then we've got guardian angels and the sacred self that comes under that. So you are not alone. You are not going through this alone. What is this one? Oh, and we have Sandalphon. Sandalphon, I believe, was the prophet Elijah in life. There are only two archangels that were said to have lived human lifetimes, and I think Sandalphon is one and Metatron is one. Metatron was Enoch. Sandalphon, I think, was Elijah. And I know that the human, I know it's trippy, but I feel very connected to that one for some reason. So, and the color is turquoise. And you're getting ready, that this abundance of information is also going to lead to a whole new way of existence and life for you. And again, I think it's going to involve some travel too. We've had a couple of different boat images and now a train. And again, the passenger on that train in this card, or on that card, is blind and doesn't even see, see in quotation marks, what's coming. Well, now you kind of have an idea that it's coming. Something's coming. So be well. Take care of yourselves. If this is not your reading, please don't try to make it your reading. If you understand it and you just feel a connection, like in your core, you're like, oh, that feels kind of close to home. Well, then, it doesn't all have to be yours. Maybe part of it is. Part of it, all of it, whatever happens. I am wishing you well, and I'm wishing you the best. You have a perfect soul. You are showing up for your own life. And again, I am proud of you. Take care. And with the greatest love and respect, I thank you. And I guess that's it. I'll see you Friday morning.